In news you might have missed and propaganda outlets won't cover, Wuhan lab samples hold no close relatives to the virus behind COVID. This was published in Nature. And if you want to read the article for yourself, here's a QR code to an archive of the article. I know this won't change any conspiracy theorists or your racist minds because, well, you wouldn't be conspiracy theorists or racist. But yeah, Shi Zhengling, from the virologist at the Wuhan laboratory, sequenced all her coronaviruses and released them. I can't wait for all the online virology experts with their degree from Trump University to tell me otherwise. In her data release, she included the whole genomes of 56 new beta coronaviruses, the broad group which SARS-CoV-2 belongs to, as well as some partial sequences. All these viruses were collected between 2004 and 2021. And according to Jonathan Pecker, the results support assertion that Wuhan did not have any bat-derived sequences from viruses that were more closely related to SARS-CoV-2 that were already described in scientific papers. The closest known viruses to SARS-CoV-2 were found in bats in Laos and Yunnan, southern China, but years, if not decades, have passed since they split from their common ancestor, which caused the COVID-19 outbreak. Not to mention, she has been collaborating with Peter Daszak, the president of EcoHealth Alliance in New York City, based on nonprofit organization to survey bats in southern China for coronaviruses and their study to the risk to humans. The work was funded by the U.S. National Institute of Health and the U.S. Agency for International Development, but this May this year, the government suspended federal funding to EcoHealth, saying they allegedly had not provided adequate research activities. No, you just want to blame China and the Chinese because it's yellow peril xenophobia all over again. So there's been a U.S.-funded nonprofit organization that's been helping collect data in the southern China region for this type of study, and yet you don't even believe the U.S. Foundation. Because between Shi and Daszak, they collected over 15,000 swabs from bats in their region, and the team tested those for coronaviruses, and we sequenced the genomes for those that tested positive. This collection spans the known diversity of the coronavirus. She found sequences that can, at the very least, provide more context to our understanding of coronaviruses. Why did all this sequencing take so long? Well, because the U.S. government has cut some of their funding and actually tried to investigate EcoHealth just so they can continue to blame China. I said it before and I'll say it again. It's the return of this, because I can't say it since TikTok is going to censor me, all because the U.S. is losing its hegemony.